Welcome back to part 2 of this 2-part series where I show you how to build Flower Power 2 from Stampy's Lovely World. So let's get right back to where we left off. Now we're going to work on the little platform area to the right. To do that, we're going to come to the bottom of the flower pot, making sure we're on the side that doesn't have an observer, and we're going to count out 4 from the corner here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block we're going to place a spruce plank. Then we're going to bring this back until it's a total of 5 blocks in length. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to take it to the right until it's a total of 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to do that at the bottom here as well. Then we're going to bring up this side of the wall up another 3 blocks, like so. And once you've done that, it should be in line with the plant pot in the middle. And then we're going to bring back this wall another 2 blocks on either side, like this. And then another further 3 blocks, but we're going to miss out these 2 blocks at the bottom here on both sides, so that it creates a window, like this. And then we're just going to fill in the corner block. So that means we get these 2 windows looking something like this. Then we're going to come to the right and the left, and we're going to expand it out another 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to bring that up until it's a total of 4 blocks tall. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we just extend it upwards like this. There we are. Now, coming to the back wall here, against our flowers, we're going to do another row of spruce blocks. So it should end up being at the exact same height, and that's just going to extend all the way across, keeping in line with however far this wall goes. And then that will create this T-shaped outline for our path, and we're going to fill in all of this with birch planks. So we're just going to come to the right here, and we're just going to start filling it all in, and this creates the actual path that our players are going to run and jump on. Then we bring it back in the middle here as well. And then it also creates this little underground area here, which is where another one of those upgrade stations will be, which we'll build in just a moment. So now that we've fully filled this in with birch planks, we're going to come back to the middle, and on either side at the corners, we're going to build up 2 blocks like this, and we're going to do the same at the back here as well. And then we fill in the area in between with birch planks, so it should be a total of 6 blocks on either side. Then, in the middle here, we're going to place another birch plank, and that gives a way for the players to jump up and get over the walls. And we're going to place torches on either side of that. Then, on the outside of the walls, we're going to place 6 ladders like this, so that lets the players get back over into the pathway in the middle. Then we're going to take our spruce fences and we're going to cover the front row of spruce planks with them. So that ends up being another 7 spruce fences on either side. And now let's build the little area over here. So to do that, we're going to grab our birch planks and we're going to extend the wall by another 3 blocks and just build this fully up. And then we're going to bring it back so that it connects up with the rest of our path. And then we're just going to carry on this spruce plank border going like this. And then we're going to extend the spruce wall by another 4 blocks, like so. And this will bring us to where the stairs will end up being. So we just bring everything back by another 4 blocks. Now here is where we want to actually build our staircase going up. So we're going to extend it by another block. Then the same again, except this time going 1 block higher. And then we're going to place spruce stairs on top of these 2 blocks like this, and then expand it with birch stairs going 3 more to the right, like this. And then we're just going to place a further 2 spruce stairs like that. And then we're going to cover these 4 blocks of spruce planks with spruce fences. And now we're going to repeat this on the other side. So we start by expanding it out with 3 blocks of birch planks. And then we bring it back so it connects the path, like this. Then we extend it by another 4 blocks, with spruce planks this time, bringing it back like so, and then extending our path to match it. Then we add another column like this, and then another one that goes one block higher, cover it with spruce stairs, and then we expand it to the left using our birch stairs and then our spruce stairs to finish it off. And then finally we place the spruce fences on top of this. And now that we have these stairs leading up, we're going to come down to the bottom here and build up another column of spruce planks. Then we're going to do another 2 to the right, coming all the way up like this. Then we're going to create a bit of an archway here. So we count up 2 blocks, then we do another column. Then we count up 3 blocks, and then we do another column. Repeat that again, and then bring this down. And then finally we just fill in these last 2 blocks here. And what that will do for us is create this little archway so we can still actually get underneath the path and access the area that's underneath here. And then for the actual path at the top here, we're just going to keep doing with our pattern. So we bring the birch planks back like this and another spruce plank. And then we just want to do 3 rows of birch planks going to the left so that it connects up with the plant pot. And this gives a way for the players to actually get on top and receive their flower that they can then place in the middle. And then finally we just surround this with one more border of spruce planks, which we will then cover in fences so that there's no chance that they accidentally fall off. But we're only going to fill in the fences at the back layer here and then the front layer on the left. We're not going to place any on this path here. And now we're just going to repeat this on the other side. So we start by building 1 column of spruce planks. Then we bring it to the left by 2. Then we're going to create our archway again, so we count up 2 blocks and then we do the row. Then we count up 3 blocks and then we do a row. Repeat that again, bring it down by 1 and then fill in the rest of the area. And that once again creates our little doorway. Then we're going to come here and expand it back with our birch planks and our spruce. And then we're going to do the 3 rows of birch planks to the right, like this, bringing it all the way back until we've got ourselves a full path, which we can then create a border around using our spruce planks. Then we're going to take our fences and place them on top of the spruce planks, but once again, of course, avoiding the ones that are right next to a wall. Like so. And now to actually cover these in torches, we're going to end up just doing the corner ones for this fence. We're going to do the left one here, then we're going to miss 3 blocks, then we're going to place another one. Then we do the corner one here, miss 3 blocks, and we place another one. For these 4 fences, we just place one on the left and we place one on the right. And the same again goes for these ones, so one on the left, one on the right. Repeat that again for both sides over here. So one on the left, one on the right. Same again here, and same again here. And then for the back ones, we place 1, we skip 3, we place another, we skip 2, we place another, and then we put 1 in the corner. And then we can also place some torches on our middle plant pot, so one going underneath on the top middle block on every side except for the side that has the observer. And then with those torches placed, we've actually finished this part of the above ground area, but to do the underground bit, we're going to come underneath here, and you should see that this is what our ceiling looks like. There's no blocks jutting out. And then what we're going to do is build a little 4x3 wall underneath here in line with this green pillar. So we build it up by 3 blocks, we come out until it's a total of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we bring this up, and then we fill in the ceiling, but we need to make sure that we leave out these 2 blocks. Then we're going to place a torch in the top right on both sides, so this side being the top left, and then another torch in the middle on the top block. Then to build our dropper system, we're going to want to grab ourselves a dropper, and we're going to replace the middle block here that's in the middle of the 3x3 square that we have here of dark green concrete, and we're going to place a dropper facing towards us. Then we're going to place an observer on top of it that faces back, and then we place a redstone dust on the ground here. And then we're just going to surround this entire thing with spruce planks, like so. And then the final step is just to place a flower pot in front of it so that it can actually detect when a player has obtained a flower to actually get their iron chestplate upgrade. And then we're just going to finally take some torches and we're going to place one underneath here on that block and the exact same on the other side. So coming all the way down here and placing it there. And then with that done, that is the right side of the minigame completed. So now let's work on the left side. So to do that, we're going to come to the bottom of our plant pot on the side that has the observer, and we're going to place spruce planks in both the bottom left and the bottom right. And then we're going to extend these all the way back so that they touch the left-hand wall of the minigame. Bringing it back like so. And then we're going to extend up both of these walls by a further 4 blocks so that they end up being in line with the middle plant pot. And then, coming to the bottom of our walls, we're going to go up by 1 and across by 3, and then we're going to break out a 2-block wide hole on both sides. Then, coming to the left, we're going to miss a block, we're going to break 2 blocks, then we're going to break 3, and then we're going to break another 2, and that creates our little archway that we want on both sides, and that lets us access this underground area that will eventually be filled with water. Then, at the top here, we're going to count back 5 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th block, we're going to place 3 going backwards, then another 2 on it, and then a 1, and that creates our diagonal pattern that we're then just going to extend all the way to the back of the wall, like so. And we're going to repeat the exact same thing on the other side. And now that gives us a good platform for us to start building our stairs off of. So we're going to start by building 4 blocks of birch planks on all 3 rows like this. Then we're going to cover this diagonal pattern in spruce stairs, going all the way to the top. And then we're going to connect up our spruce stairs with birch stairs, like this, coming all the way to the top. And then we're going to bring our rightmost spruce stair to the right like this. Then we're going to do 3 birch stairs and then another spruce stair, and we're going to repeat that on the other side. So like this. And then we're going to take our spruce planks and we're going to connect up these 2 stairs on the right, and then we're going to fill in the rest of this area with birch planks. And then finally, coming to the middlemost block here, we're going to break it out so that you can fall down into the water below. Then, coming down from these birch plank stairs here, we're going to do another row of them, like this. And then underneath both spruce stairs, we're going to build 7 blocks of spruce planks going this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. And then we're just going to fill in this entire area underneath with birch planks. There we go. Then we're going to bring it a further 3 blocks and then fill in this whole area with birch planks, so coming all the way out and breaking up the border there. And then we're going to build another 7 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do that on both sides, and then we're going to fill in the area in the middle with birch planks. Next, we're going to bring this corner towards the plant pot by another 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to bring this side out by 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then bring it this way until it's in line with our other row here. And then we just fill in this entire area with birch planks. There we go. And then we're going to extend this part of it all the way down to the floor. So we're going to bring spruce planks coming down like so. We do that on both sides. And then we just fill in the area in between with birch planks. And then, to actually create a way of getting up to this platform, we're going to cover all of the birch planks with ladders, like this. Next, we're going to take our spruce fences and we're going to cover all of the edges with it. So on this side, we're going to cover here, and then we're going to place torches in both corners of the fences. Here, we're going to bring it all the way around, through this L shape, up to where our birch planks are, but we're going to leave those empty. And then we're going to place torches in all three corners of these fences. And then finally, we're just going to cover this part here with spruce fences and put in torches on both corners. And now we've just got to repeat that for this side. So we're going to start by coming down one with our spruce fences here and then filling it in with birch. Then we're going to extend out these blocks by another 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do that on both sides and then we fill in the area in between with birch planks. Here we go. Then we're going to place a further 3 spruce planks, fill in this area with birch, and then go another further 7 with spruce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we do that on both sides. And then we fill in the area in between with birch. Then we come towards the plant pot by another 4 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we come out this way by another 4, and we extend it towards the plant pot until it's in line with this row here, and then we fill in the area in between with birch planks. Then we bring down each of our rows here until they touch the ground, and fill in the area in between with birch planks. And then we cover this with ladders so that they have a way of getting up to the platform. And now we place our fences, so we cover this part, and we place torches in both corners. We do the L shape, like this, placing torches in all 3 corners. And then we cover this part here with fences. Once again, placing our torches just like we did before. And now coming underneath, we're going to place torches to the top right of this window, and then one right above our archway. We're going to do that on the other side as well, but of course this time being to the top left of the window. And then starting here, we're going to break 10 blocks going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that should leave us with only 1 lime green concrete left. And we're going to break this out until it is 3 blocks wide. Then we're going to break out all of the sides and the floor and replace it with brown concrete and then fill in this area with water. And with that done, we're finally just going to place a torch 2 blocks above the observer. Then we're going to place one here, where it first goes up. And then we're going to place one above each of the archways. And now we're going to get to work installing the jump pads that let you get up to the different levels of the arena. So to do that, we're going to start by coming to this middle plant pot here. And on both sides, we're going to miss 2 blocks. And then we're going to break out these 3 in the middle. And in the ground, we're going to place a sticky piston in the middle and 3 slime blocks on top of it. Now to actually activate it, we've got ourselves pressure plates that we'll place down on all sides of it. So missing 1 block, we're going to place a spruce, then a birch, and then a spruce. We're going to do that on this side as well, also being 1 block away from it. And the same on this side. Now for the actual redstone, we're just going to break down a little bit and expose a tiny bit of the area so that we actually have something to work with down here. And specifically we're going to want these 3 blocks here, these 3 blocks here, and these 3 blocks here, because that is directly underneath where our pressure plates are. And we're just going to break out these blocks, connecting them up like so. And we're just going to place redstone dust around this entire rim so that no matter where you step, it will activate the signal. And then on the right hand side, we're going to place 2 repeaters on the ground like this, so that it looks like this. And you're going to want to make sure that you've got one set to 4 ticks, which is the maximum amount, and one set to 2 ticks, because that gives the perfect amount of time for you to make it to the pad so that you actually get sprung up. So we can test it now if we replace that with our concrete. If you run at it, it will just fling you right up so that you end up in the middle. So we're going to do that on the other side now. So we miss 2 blocks, break out these 3, break out the 3 below it, and place a sticky piston. Then we cover it in slime blocks. Then, coming 1 out in each direction, we're going to place our pressure plates, like so. Do that on every single side. Then, we're going to break down below, break out the area directly around our sticky piston, and then we're going to break out these 3 on all the sides as well, so that we actually end up with the area that's got our pressure pads on top of it. Then we're going to cover it in redstone dust, like so. And then we just place our 2 repeaters on the right, making sure to give it 6 ticks in total. And then we can test that again. Run right at it, and it flings us up. Now the only other 2 that we have to install are the ones that go here and the ones that go there, and they're ever so slightly different. So for this, we only skip 1 block, then we break out 3. Then we place a sticky piston in the middle like this, with our 3 slime blocks on top of it. Then we miss another block, and we place our 3 pressure plates, and we only have the 1 set for this, so that makes it slightly easier. We're going to go underneath and break out the 3 blocks underneath the pressure plates. We're going to bring them around like this, so that we've got our redstone dust going like this, and then to the right, followed by a repeater here, then a block, and then a repeater going into the block underneath the sticky piston. And we're going to set the front one to 4 and the second one to 2, just like we did before. Now, if we test this, we'll see it flings us right up. And we're just going to do that on the other side. So we miss 1 block, we break 3, then we do the 3 below it, put in a sticky piston, cover it in slime blocks, place our 3 pressure plates in front of it, come down, break out the area underneath, and then bring it around like this, so that we have our redstone dust, 4 in total, then a repeater going into a block, and then a repeater going into the block underneath the sticky piston. Set it so it's got a total of 6 ticks, and then we fill in our concrete again. And if we test it, it will fling us right up. And now we're going to work on the little hub areas. So, coming inside, now this time we are on the white side of the arena. So what we're going to do is we're going to place white beds in both corners of this room. Then, in front of the beds, we're going to place double chests on either side with a glowing item frame in the top right of that side and the top left of this side, so that they're directly facing each other. Then, in the left item frame, we're going to place a stone sword, and in the right, we're going to place a bow. Then, we're going to take ourselves some torches and place one in the middle block at the top of each wall, like this. Then, coming outside, we're going to place a torch above the doorway here, and then we're going to take ourselves some oak slabs and place them on the 3rd block up on either side, making sure to get it on the top half, like this. And then we're going to place a double chest on top of these, and this is where the players can put all their stuff before they actually enter the arena. Now we're going to repeat pretty much the same thing on the orange side, but there's going to be one major difference. So, coming in, we place an orange bed this time in each corner, a double chest in front of it, and then an item frame above it on either side. Then we're going to place ourselves a stone sword on the left and a bow on the right, and in these chests you are going to fill them up with those items, as well as the bow chest also having a bunch of arrows. Then, coming outside, we're going to place our oak slabs on either side with a double chest on top. Then we're going to take our torches, place one above the doorway there, and then one on each side, like this. Now the main difference I was talking about is that we're going to take a lever and we're going to place it in the bottom right corner of the room next to the stone sword chest. And this is going to control what starts the minigame for both sides. So to do that, we're going to take ourselves a sticky piston and we're going to place it underneath our doorway 2 blocks down and place a block of terracotta on top of it. Then we're going to break down some blocks beneath the lever, like so. So we can see our levers here, and we have our terracotta block behind it, and underneath it we're going to place a sticky piston facing downwards with a block of redstone below it. Then we're just going to dig ourselves 2 blocks deeper, like this, and then we're going to place ourselves a redstone dust here. So we can see that when we flick the lever, it activates that redstone dust. Now, we're going to extend this line of redstone until it reaches this piston, but also a piston that we're going to place on the other side. So, if we bring our tunnel to the left here, so we're in line with the piston, we're just going to break blocks in this direction until we reach the other hub area. Now at some point we will come into contact with this jump pad setup, so we're just going to dig down 2 blocks and then keep going like this. Here we go, just keep on tunneling until we see the other one, the other jump pad bouncer to be exact, and then we're going to come up another block, and then eventually we'll come to a point where if we dig upwards we should see our main room here. So it should be this block. So we're going to place ourselves a sticky piston underneath the ground in our other hub area with a block of terracotta on top of it, and then digging back down we can start creating the line of redstone that leads to it. So if we put our redstone, we're going to count 15 blocks of redstone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then we're going to place a redstone repeater facing towards the piston. And then we're going to go for another 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then another repeater, and then that's pretty much just brought us back to where we started. So because we placed 2 repeaters going that way, we need to make sure that the repeater we have facing into this block here also has a tick value of 2, so that when we flick the lever, both pistons are activated at the exact same time. So we can see we've got the repeater facing into the block directly below the piston. Now if we come back up, we can replace those blocks, and if we flick the lever, we'll see that not only this block has gone up, but if we come round and check the other side, we'll see that that entrance is now blocked as well. So that gives us a way to start the game at the exact same time for both players. And now we only have one more detail to add, and that's the 4 mini flowers that go on either side. So let's do that now. So the first side we're going to build is the orange side. So if we come here to the front of our orange plant pot, we're going to count forward 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to the left of that block, we're going to place a piece of lime concrete. Then we're going to count 5 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the block below it, we're going to place a piece of lime green concrete. Then coming back to the center, we're going to count 5 blocks to the left again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to the top left of it, we're going to place another block of lime green concrete. Then, if we come to our pressure plates here, starting from this spruce one, we're going to go down to the right, down to the right, and we're going to place another stem here. Now to actually build these flowers, you're going to extend them up so they're a total of 6 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then coming to the front of them, so the side that's facing the middle, we're going to place a piece of black concrete. Then we're going to surround it with the chosen colour, so this side being orange. And then coming 2 blocks down on the left-hand side of the stem, we're going to place a dark green piece of concrete, which is our little leaf. And then finally, on the back, we're going to place ourselves a torch. coming 1 block down from the top. And now we're just going to repeat this for each of the 3 flowers that we have left. And now that we've done that, we're going to go over to the white flower side, and this one's going to be ever so slightly different. So we start at the front again, and we count forward 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this time we're going to place the first stem on the right block to it. Then we're going to count 5 blocks to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then coming 1 down and 1 to the left, we're going to place our second stem. Now if we come back to the center, we're going to count 5 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go up by 1 and to the right, and that's where we're going to place our third stem. And then if we come to the trapdoor here that is spruce, we're going to come down by 1, left by 1, down by 1, and left by 1. And that gives us all 4 stems. So now, the only difference with these is we're going to build it up by 6 blocks. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to take our black concrete and place it on the front, but this time we're going to surround it with white concrete, like so. Then we take ourselves our dark green concrete and place it 2 blocks down on the left, and finally we place ourselves a torch on the back. So now we're just going to repeat that for the 3 other flowers we have left. And now we're just going to add one more final detail to fully finish off this build. So if we come to the front of the orange area, and on the left hand side of this door, we're going to put ourselves a sign that says Flower Power 2. And with that now added, that is the end of this build. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!